I'm going to bring on a very special guest, Ben from StoryTrading. He's been on the show before, pitched us AEHR as well as SMSI. We're going to do some quick check-ins on those stocks. So without further ado, welcome, Ben.
Welcome. How you doing, producer AB? You ready to wake up?
I'm ready to wake up. I know I just had to get through some of that sad news, but neither here nor there. We're here to talk about stocks. Let's get to it.
All right, excellent. I did originally plan on presenting a new stock, but because there was news in air today, we're not going to be able to do that. I will say it's related to the digital health space. You talked about Quip and Doc, so I'm very interested in the digital health space. It's a top 5 pick for me over the past year. So hopefully there's an upcoming catalyst on the stock. We don't have time to go through it today. Hopefully it can come back maybe later this week because the catalyst might come any day. So we'll have to do that another day. First, we need to talk about AEHR news this morning and SMSI. There was a nugget. So let me just share my screen real quick here and we'll get into that.
Beautiful. Yep. Pulling it up right now. And yeah, I like the little tease there. We will get you back on to pitch that, other stock when we have some time, maybe later this week or next week. But yeah, I don't know if you heard us earlier when we were talking about Quip, but I mentioned too that I think that industry is just going to continue to grow. So it's always good to get in those industries early on.
Yeah, and actually Quip CEO Greg Crawford is going to be at StoryTrading tomorrow at 4:30 for our VIP community, for anyone who wants to do a dig deeper and ask him some private questions. So, okay, anyway, disclaimer, StoryTrading is not an investment advisor. Investing in securities involves significant risk of loss. You all know about StoryTrading. You can go to our website to sign up for the app. So AEHR last close yesterday, 583. I think it's around 595 now, or 138 million market cap. Now, what happened today? They got a new EV order. It was a smaller order, $3 million. But I think it's significant in that it's validation. These orders keep coming in. So people who are on the fence will see that the orders are continuing. It's validation for people who are on the fence about this. I also called the CEO this morning, right after the news came out, to get a little bit more color on what type of order this is. And, one of the things that was discussed, he was on StoryTrading a couple of weeks ago, and there was talk about what about other sectors besides EV? And there was kind of he misspoke, or there was a misinterpretation that, them getting into silicon photonics would be delayed till 2023. And he said that's absolutely not true. They expect orders this year in silicon photonics, in addition to all the EV growth. He was just focused on EV because it's so hot now and it's exploding right now. So that's all I have to say is get used to it. Look at the chart here. This chart here, just on Friday and Monday, I was telling my community, this is the perfect time for news to hit on AEHR because it just crossed over the 20 DMA. And now I think that 20 DMA is going to be strong support on the stock. The RSI is still low. So I'm excited about the continuing trend on AEHR. Any questions on that? You want to pause there before we touch on SMSI?
Yeah, let's give the chat a second to, there's a little lag there. So they might have some questions about AEHR before we hop to SMSI. I'm seeing someone talking about Doge in the chat, saying Dogecoin's down about 10%. Crypto does that. Crypto goes up, it comes down, it goes back up. I wouldn't make too much of that right now. Baba, of course, has been having a great day. But yeah, Ben, let's go ahead and get over to SMSI. If we get some questions about AEHR, we can always come back.
And I just want to know, I found this morning that AEHR short interest has exploded from basically nothing to 6%. So there's over 1 million shares short. So I think they're going to be proven wrong, and that'll add fuel to the fire as this continues to go up. So SMSI, we got an update for you. Last close yesterday, 504. Looks like it's 498 now, around 270 million market cap. I told you the story before. I'm not going to go through it, just here to highlight that if you do your proper research, you can explain market price action, which is what we're trying to do here. So last time, what we did, see, the stock went down. It spiked at 640. It went down. So what happened? When we were here last time, we talked about a representative at SMSI coming on and saying they're going to sign a tier 1 carrier to their Drive product, right? And we speculated it might be T-Mobile Drive. They said it would happen at the end of the month. It was on audio. Well, guess what? It didn't happen on time at the end of the month, okay? But we also said they also said others are to follow. And we know based on the relationship, it's Boost, Verizon, and AT&T. So what happened? Last Thursday, we found out that Verizon did an app update and it included this drive feature. I tweeted about it here on my personal Twitter. If you go, it's Verizon Smart Family. So this is actually a SMSI product already, Verizon Smart Family, which they inherited from their acquisition of Location Labs. And what happened with this app update, they are putting in this new product. It's called the Drive, right? SafePath Drive. And you can see here with the screenshots, view your child's driving report to monitor driving patterns. Now, this is very, very important for those who are following the company closely, because what this means is that Verizon has made a decision very clearly here to upgrade their product from the old Locations Lab product to the new SafePath 7.0 product, which was the product that SMSI made in-house. And that's extremely important because that means the contract terms are going to get much better. They're going to most likely be paid a dollar amount for each user who signs up. It's not like a flat license fee. So this is a huge, gigantic opportunity with Verizon coming out and making this app update. I expect them over the next few weeks to begin marketing this, perhaps making an announcement about this Drive feature in Smart Family. And that explains the price action here. It went down because people were disappointed that it wasn't announced on time at the end of the month. And now it's going back up because some people are in the know, no PR yet. So some people are in the know that this Verizon Drive feature is coming out. And by the way, T-Mobile's still in play. I think it's very likely they may get all the big carriers to sign up for SafePath 7. And the people who do the fundamentals on this stock believe this stock can go much, much higher, 10, 20, 30 bucks in the cards. This is a technical update from Rexman 74. You can see the channel here. It's at the bottom of the channel. He made a point the upper fours were long-term monthly trend supports. He's tweeted about SMSI a lot lately, so you might want to follow him. I think he's very bullish on it. So that's the update on SMSI. So with that, I'm not going to get into the other stock, but we'll talk about that soon.
Beautiful. Yeah. I mean, I know, originally when we brought up SMSI, we were looking for that catalyst. It came about a week or two later. And I do like the idea that we could see some more of these big carriers. We saw T-Mobile. So whether that be AT&T come in or one of these other big players come in. So definitely some catalysts on the horizon there. My only question, I guess, for SMSI is what does the technology offer as far as like the tracking of driving going that you can't just do by, say, tracking your kid's phone?
That's a great question. And really the value in here and the reason SMSI is making great money and they will make a lot more money is because they have the relationships with the carriers. There's plenty of people who are, if they're savvy with technology, they can go get other apps, free apps. They can use features within the iPhone that's already existing to track certain things. But when you go to a store, you go to a T-Mobile, you go to Sprint, or not Sprint anymore, you go to Verizon and you're buying a phone and they try to upsell you on family safety, a large percentage of the population are not that savvy. And if they have an opportunity right in front of them to buy something, an additional $5 or $10 a month, particularly moms who are taking care of their kids, these add-ons sell, right? They really sell. So the proprietary technology here that SMSI has is the integration with the carrier backend. That's something that's very specialized that none of the other competition does. And they have these, relationships sealed up. So yeah, there are other products out there, but the fact of the matter is when Verizon and AT&T and T-Mobile are selling these, a certain percentage of people will buy it. And that's the story.
Got it. Well, yeah, thank you, Ben, for hopping on the show today, giving us a quick update on AEHR and SMSI. Like I said, I'm excited to have you back on to hear the new stock pitch. You kind of teased it. It's in the.
If you can guess what it is, I'm curious to watch some guesses there.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's in the medical technology space.
Digital health, yeah.
Digital health. That's the phrase I was looking for. It's in digital health. So if you guys have any ideas, throw them in the chat. But yeah. Oh, and NCal, real quick before you go. NCal's asking for a price target for SMSI.
Personally, I don't have a price target on this one. I'm just following the chart. If you look at the channel that Rex put up, it looks like it could go over 10, 12 bucks. But this is a show me stock, I believe. The catalysts and the press releases may be opportunities to sell the stock when they happen. So I might lighten the load when there's press releases and catalysts. And then as the fundamentals hit, the stock will go even higher. So personally, I'm just going to take a little bit off the table as each of these little milestones are reached.
Beautiful. All right, Ben. Well, thank you again for hopping on the Power Hour today. I'll be in contact with you about whenever you're ready to come give us that stock pitch, because I'm ready for it. I'm sure the rest of Zinger Nation is. But
great.
Ben, have a great rest of your Tuesday.
Thank you. You too.